Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Daily Departure. I am not even joking with you. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. Yes, it is noon. I have had really late nights for work as of recent because I've been bidding just like a later schedule. I've been trying to like try out something different. And so I just had 2 days off. So my schedule has been kind of like continuous with that, with like late nights, sleeping in late. Yeah, I think I'm just like in hibernation mode because it gets dark so early. So I'm like, let me just sleep for forever. Anyways, it is noon on the 18th, which means bids are out. I literally woke up and totally forgot that bids were out until my friends started texting me and sending their schedules for the month of December. So I was like, okay, we're doing a bids reaction this month because I did not do one last month, and I regret not doing it last month because it would have been a good one. I was just too impatient to like see my schedule and set up for recording because I think I was like in the gym or something when it came out. It was a horrible month. It was like probably one of my worst bid months for November, which is why I regret not filming it. December is an interesting month because I am trying to get off time to go to Guam. I'm trying to get off some time to like stay with my family. I plan on working like New Year's and Christmas. I know I probably could have held off like maybe sometime in between there. Yeah, I'm hoping to have like a couple chunks of days off. It did not work for me bidding in November, so we're gonna see if it worked for December. If you followed me on Instagram, you might have seen I didn't end up going to Guam. I've been flying a lot. I basically just decided to fly a bunch for the month of November, just like rack up as many hours as I could, really use my time wisely so that if I wanted to get some time off for the month of December, I feel more free to do that because I worked so much for the month of November. I have another trip tonight. I think I have 7 more days of flying for the month of November. Really looking forward to possibly having some time off in December. I don't know why, but this is taking forever to load. But I know my friends got their bids, so I don't know if the system is like crashing because everybody's trying to see if they got Christmas off or New Year's. Okay, we are finally in. I don't know why that took so long to get onto the bidding system. I could bypass it by going onto my work phone, but no, it's not working either, and I'm getting texts from my friends saying that it's down, so I guess we're gonna have to wait. Okay, it looks like I made it in. I'm scared. Well, let's take a look. Okay, so I'm seeing my schedule for the month. I actually did not get off like the set of days that I wanted, which is actually super annoying because I thought I was bidding right this time, and they did give me 83 hours, which is a lot. I got 87 last month, which was like a lot. So I know that's just kind of like the way it is right now, but it makes it really hard when you can't drop your schedule or anything. Let's take a look at what I have. I'm already very disappointed by my schedule because I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it looks like this is kind of like, what I got. My first trip for the month, it looks like it's a 2-day trip. We go to Seattle, it's a late sign-in, and that looks like it's a trip that I did want. It came from like one of my first layers, came from my second layer actually, and unfortunately I'm position 1 on it, so hopefully I will be able to trade out of it. Then my second trip, which again was on days that I wanted off, it is a 15-hour Cancun layover. I'm so shocked that I can hold Cancun, but also it's like a 15-hour Cancun layover, so with an early morning sign-in, so maybe that's why. And then I have a Tucson layover, and then which is 1 leg home, so not too bad of a trip, but again, I wanted those days off, so that's kind of a bummer. Then my next trip after that, again on days that I wanted off, but oh well, it's a 17-hour Orlando layover, and it's a 15-hour LA layover. I love Orlando layovers. Like, I've been loving the hotel we stay at there, so that was definitely like in one of, that looks like it came from one of my, like my 5th layer, which is, we have 7 layers, so it's definitely a bid that was a little farther back. Then the trip that I have after that, this is going to be my Christmas Eve trip. So my Christmas Eve trip is going to be a 21-hour Phoenix layover, and it looks like I get back Christmas Eve at like 1 a.m. So it's one of those weird trips where it's a 2-day trip, but it shows up as a 3-day trip because we get back like right at midnight. So actually not a bad trip. It looks like it came from my layer 2, so that was definitely a trip that I wanted. And I love Phoenix layovers, but I don't think my parents are gonna be in Phoenix that time, so we'll see if I keep it or trade out of it. And then, okay, drum roll please, this is my Christmas trip that I have. It looks like it is on Christmas Day. We are going to be laying over in Kansas City. And then on the 26th, it looks like I have an 18-hour Minneapolis layover, and this one came from my layer 4. My layer 1, 2, and 3 were some really good trips, so I guess I just wasn't senior enough to hold those. I know people, if they're gonna fly on Christmas, they try to get good ones, so that's understandable. But I have a Minneapolis layover, so if I keep it, I can definitely like see my family for those 18 hours. And then my next trip I have is my New Year's Eve trip. And it looks like we go to JFK for 13 hours and then Las Vegas for 13 hours. And then we arrive back into Chicago at about 6:30 p.m. So I actually held New Year's Eve, like, you know, for the countdown for like the midnight part. I held that off. I get back later. So if I wanted to go out for like a New Year's Eve party or something like that, I would be able to in Chicago. And then that's pretty much my line for the month. So in total, I have 16 days on and 14 days off. Now, whether I decide to trade out of some of these things or if I decide to drop them, that'll obviously change my hours and change what my schedule looks like. I'm really hoping that maybe some of the trips I'll be able to drop because I would like to be able to go out to Guam. I don't know why all of a sudden my schedule has been so hard to change around. I know that's kind of been an issue that's been going on for other people as well. And everything goes on seniority, so my seniority is like not that bad, but it's not that good. So we'll see what I will be able to do for the month of December. But as of now, I'm pretty pleased with the trips that I got for the most part. But I'm also a little disappointed that I wasn't able to hold off the days off that I wanted. So that's kind of frustrating. I haven't been able to hold off like a set of days off for some time now. So it's in July, I think, was the only time I was able to get like a week off, but I've been trying to get like at least a week off, and I have not been able to get a week off on my schedule since July. So whether or not I can trade around my schedule to make it happen, that is the question. But for November, I was not able to make it happen. So we'll see for December. That's what my month of December is looking like as of now. Make sure to follow along on my Instagram and my TikTok to see exactly how it plays out and where I end up flying to. And I will see you guys next time on the Daily Departure.